Imagine being stranded thousands of miles from home with nothing. No money, no possessions. Many would fall into despair, cursing their misfortune. But for Zeno of Cyprus, this dire situation became the catalyst for his life's greatest work and legacy. Once a wealthy merchant, Zeno lost everything when his ship wrecked near Athens around 300 BCE. With no clear path forward, he wandered into a bookshop where he discovered the writings of Socrates. This encounter ignited his curiosity, leading him to seek out Athens' renowned philosophers. As he studied and eventually taught his own students, Zeno founded Stoicism, a philosophy emphasizing virtue, tolerance, and self-control that has inspired countless thinkers and leaders through the ages. The term Stoicism derives from a stoa poikile, a painted public colonnade where Zeno and his followers met for discussions. Today, we often use stoic to describe someone who remains calm and unemotional under pressure. While this captures a part of Stoicism, the original philosophy was far more comprehensive. The Stoics believed that a web of cause and effect governs everything around us, creating a rational structure of the universe, which they called logos. Although we cannot always control the events that happen to us, we can control how we respond to them. Instead of dreaming of an ideal society, Stoics focus on dealing with the world as it is and pursuing self-improvement through four cardinal virtues. Practical wisdom, the ability to navigate complex situations logically and calmly. Temperance, exercising self-restraint and moderation in all areas of life. Justice, treating others with fairness, even when they have wronged us. Courage, facing both extraordinary and everyday challenges with clarity and integrity. Seneca, a prominent Roman Stoic, famously wrote, "Sometimes even to live is an act of courage." Although Stoicism emphasizes personal growth, it is not a self-centered philosophy. In an era when Roman law treated slaves as property, Seneca advocated for their humane treatment, emphasizing our shared humanity. Stoicism does not promote passivity either. It asserts that only those who cultivate virtue and self-control can effectively inspire positive change in others. One of the most notable Stoic figures was Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor who applied Stoic principles to lead the empire through two major wars and personal tragedies, including the loss of many of his children. Centuries later, his writings provided solace and guidance to Nelson Mandela during his 27-year imprisonment in the fight against apartheid. After his release, Mandela championed peace and reconciliation, believing that while past injustices couldn't be undone, people could confront them and build a more just future. Stoicism thrived as a formal school of thought for several centuries in Greece and Rome. While it eventually faded as an institution, its influence endures. Christian theologians like Thomas Aquinas admired its focus on virtues, and there are parallels between Stoic tranquility, ataraxia, and the Buddhist concept of nirvana. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus profoundly impacted modern psychology and self-help with his assertion that suffering arises not from events themselves but from our judgments about them. This idea underpins rational emotive behavioral therapy, which aims to change self-defeating attitudes. Viktor Frankl's logotherapy, inspired by his time as a concentration camp prisoner, is grounded in the Stoic belief that we can use our willpower to find meaning in even the bleakest situations. Through its enduring principles and teachings, Stoicism continues to offer timeless wisdom on leading a virtuous, resilient, and meaningful life. If you enjoyed this video, would you consider leaving a subscribe button for you to get notified next time I post?